Hello, my Ransars. Welcome to this video. Woo! As you read by the title, I did have to get a new camera. It's only been a few months since I've been using this camera. I believe when I posted the last new camera video, it's been like 8 months, not even a year, since I got the camera that I'm using now. And that's because this sound quality of this camera really sucks, and I don't feel like continuing using the camera with bad audio like that. And but right now the audio probably sounds better than what the camera sounds like, and that's because I'm actually using my phone for audio. Like right now, I'm recording myself talk, and that's probably why if I put my phone up to my mouth like this, it sounds kind of loud, so I'm gonna put it down. So, yeah, sorry about that. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because if I cut off that audio for a second, this is what it sounds like. I probably sound very quiet right now, and kind of weird too. I don't know. Alright, back to my phone audio, but no matter what I do to make that sound better, like with Premiere Pro, it still sounds like crap. Like, there's a way to fix that. There's the para, equalizer, mastering, multi-band compressor, and then hard limiter. Like, if I go back to that sound, like recently, and this is what it sounds like if I put in those effects I was talking about. Usually this does not sound good, as you can hear. Like, it does not sound perfect when I do that. Like, it still sounds like crap, and probably still kind of quiet. Even if I turn up the DP a little bit, it still sounds bad. I don't understand why, like, that happened. Like, I'll be using these external mics right here on the camera. Like, this is the one that came with it, and this is the one that I got as a gift in 2021 for my birthday. But for some reason, even these don't make it sound good. Like, the reason why there's no mic on it right now is because I know even with the mic, it's gonna sound bad. Like, I don't know what happened there. I feel like maybe, this mic did something. I don't know what. I guess maybe it's not meant for it. And, I thought there wouldn't be an issue, but I guess there was. So yeah, no matter what I do with these mics, with the camera, it's still gonna sound like crap. So that's why this one is not on there, and this sounds like crap anyway. Like, if you go back to the early months of me using this camera, you could hear how bad it is. Like, even back when I first started using this camera, here's a clip of that. But when I use the viewfinder, I can't see myself, so that sucks. It looks okay for the outro for the first time. Like, this is the first outro with this camera, and then the next video, whatever that will be filmed completely with this camera, so. I think even then I sound better. Like, what the heck? I don't know what caused that. And then the videos after that, it sounded like crap with this mic. And these clips right here. One of the first videos I'm doing with this camera. Really? And I just got done telling the class that they can't wear Halloween costumes. Halloween Look 2022. Woo! As you can tell, we are outside again because... Yeah, I sound bad, as you can hear. Like, I definitely could have fixed it using the methods I was, like, talking about. And even still, it wasn't quiet or anything. But you could hear how crappy it sounded. And eventually, like, started thinking, maybe this mic right here would be better. And turns out it was, because, I think I started using this mic for, I forgot what video. I think, I started using it maybe with the green screen video, or I'm sure Ed and Meg will find the right video that was the first video that used this mic, but here's a clip of how that sounded. On right now. Unfortunately, I'm not like in it as an actor, like as a character and whatnot. But I have been doing crew work. Like I've been helping with the stage crew and whatnot, and it sounded so much better. But then in February, it just started sounding bad, and this started happening with the green screen video. Actually, I remember that. And it just sounded so much better until the graduation video, and it was working with that video, but then I think I remember some parts where the audio was crap. And then the first video where this mic completely stopped working was the jaw scan video. That video, I had to use, that was like the first video where I had to use my phone for audio. Here's like a little clip from that video without my phone for audio. I do have a bit of a serious video today, and that's because I got jaw scanned. No! Does not sound the best, as you can tell. And that's because the mic stopped working with the camera, and the mics themselves still work. I think something's wrong with the wiring inside the camera, and instead of spending a lot of money to like fix that, I instead got a new camera. And I know what you're thinking, it probably cost me some money, but my aunt was kind enough to let me have her old camera. Like, it is an old camera, actually. You'll see in a minute why I'm saying it's like an old camera. It's not exactly new per se, but it's gonna be the new camera for, I don't know, maybe a few months or a year, until I can get like a much, much better camera and don't make the same mistake I did with this camera. And we'll get into why I made a mistake with this camera when we switch to the newer camera, or the new camera for Micro 7. This isn't gonna be like an unboxing video because it's not a new camera like this one was, but it's in something, like it's in the bag, so I guess I could do the reveal like that. Alright. First thing first is this charger. I plug it in with this, obviously. And then this looks a little weird. It's different. It's an older camera. And you'll see why when I take it out. Like, I'm hoping this does me good, but this is what the camera comes in. It comes in this nice little bag here. I think, alright, there's nothing right here. I guess I could put something in here if I wanted to. But anyway, time for the reveal of the camera. Here is the brand new camera. It's an old camera. It's a very, very old camera. I think this camera came out in 2008, so it's oldie. It's an old camera, but it's what we got for now, and I'm gonna like use it as long as I can. On the back is the screen. This is like the viewfinder. It's not like this camera where there's like a screen that like pops out. It's not like that, so I don't know how I'm supposed to like film myself, but we'll figure it out. And like, this is what it looks like when it turns on. Oh wow. Yeah. This is a new camera right here. I need to like clear history. I think there's like old stuff on it. I did like mess around with the camera a little bit, so I think that's why. But yeah, this is the new camera here. I'm gonna like clear the space on it, and then we're gonna like switch this camera with this other camera. And it does have like a tripod hole, like this camera does, but I'm not too sure if it's gonna fit on the tripod. I really hope so, because I'm gonna continue using the tripod that I'm using right now. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I got the memory like cleared up on this camera, and we're gonna switch cameras. Ooh, alright. We're finally using a new camera. I had some issues because, like, apparently this camera only has 32 megabytes, which is kind of ridiculous for a camera. But, yeah, currently using it right now. I was trying to, like, get it connected to my computer so I have more storage, but not working out. I don't see myself using this camera for too long. Maybe a month or two, and hopefully then I can get a new camera. I think I might be going back to a Sony camera like I had before, like this picture right here, or a better camera. I do plan on looking at the reviews of the camera before I get it, and that's what I failed to do with this camera right here. So that's why I got stuck with a camera that had bad sound quality for the longest time. I think this new camera's a lot better, just like with sound, but it's just older, so that means the storage is kind of low, and the quality of the video might not look the best. And anyway, if I would have to rate the camera, I would give like a 5 out of 10 because yes, it sounds good and looks okay, but I'm having like a lot of issues with it already. Like, I can't really see myself when I'm filming, so I don't know if I'm centered. On the computer I look a little centered. And it only has 38 megabytes. It should be 38 gigabytes. But no. So that means I can only record for like a minute. And yeah, that sucks, so hoping to get a new camera very soon. Not sure when, but I do have a camera in mind, and here's a picture of that. Kind of pricey, not gonna lie. Like, it's like $400, but it seems like a better camera. But I just can't afford it right now, so I'm gonna stick with this camera until I can't afford that camera. I wish this camera was a newer camera, so I would have like an easier time using it, but whatever, what can you do? So far, the cons are outweighing the pros a little bit with this camera, but I'm gonna stick with it, like I said, until I can afford the $400 Sony camera that I just showed. So if I get irritated with the camera, I can always switch to my phone or use this camera again for a bit. And not really something I want to do because of the audio situation, but we'll see what happens. I can still use this camera as like a second camera, but I don't know. But for now, this is a new camera, the one I'm using right now, and that's all I got for this video. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed, and keep on signing. Bye.